And we are live. Great day to you all. I hope that you have all woken up this morning super grateful to be alive again another day in this experience. And I hope that you've set that high vibe, telling yourself everything that you need to hear. Like you're amazing, you're capable, you're strong, you're smart, you're beautiful. You can get anything that you want done because you have the power to do it. So today's going to be quite the episode for you all, and I hope you stick around to the end because I'm here with Andy, who's a fellow Earth Angel. And I've got also a special announcement, a shout out that I would love for you guys to check out every day. If you guys want to hear Montreal's best Soca Sound Daily, what? You better go and check out CFQR 600 AM daily from 9 to 11 p.m. Feel the rhythms. Get up the high vibe. All right, guys? CFQR 600 a.m. from 9 to 11 p.m. If you want to groove and move to the Soca Sound, Montreal's best. All right? So, Andy, I'm happy to have you here with me. I'm going to leave you the floor. Introduce yourself to all of the listeners.
Hello, my name is Andy. I am a mom and a wife. We have 11 children, and I'm here to spread love and positivity and help everyone get over their hurts and hangups and learn how to love themselves the way they should be loved.
That's awesome. So, what do you envision for our United Earth Angel series? You want to tell the world about that?
Well, I envision connecting with people all over the world and showing them how they can become their better self, how they can connect with themselves, how they can connect with the creator, how they can just live their lives to their fullest potential.
That's awesome. We're on the same mission with the
Yes.
same kind of ranks. I love the fact that I'm sitting with a fellow Earth Angel. Straight up, because there's a big thing about frequency, everybody. Everybody wants to deal with.
Sorry, I have a phone or a train outside.
That's okay. Let it breeze on through because that's how we're going to do the same too, just like a train. We're here. Woo, woo.
Yep. Hear us, watch us, follow.
Definitely. And share the lives.
Yes, absolutely.
Guys, you know what? I hear a lot of people talking about problems, 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 and not solutions, solutions, solutions. Well, I'd like to say one thing. The key to all of your problems, the one solution to it all, is to fix your state, your energetic frequency, because that is the primary factor all the time.
We don't
Frequency.
know it, but we're blocking good frequencies. Every time we complain, every time we let the outside world influence our insides, let them influence our heart, let them influence our mind. We're letting it happen. We need to not let it happen. We need to just take in the negativity and fill it with love and send it back out.
Exactly. That's transmutation of energy. And I have to stress with you all today why things don't work out between people and why people will come into our lives and then they will disconnect. And it's all about frequency. It's not about the experience, it's the frequency of the state of being of that individual. Factually, I'll
Mhm.
explain it like this. I am a very high frequency individual. I don't even consider myself alpha. I consider myself sigma. I am of the highest frequency possible. So a man will not frequent with me. It will not work with me unless he is of the same frequency as me. Why? Because they either merge or they repel. And
Mhm.
if you are not of the same frequency, you cannot merge, no matter who you are. So a lot of people question relationships and interactions and situations and why things make them feel what they do. Well, it has a lot to do with your state, your energetic frequency, and the state and energetic frequency of another, because that is the simplest solution to correction of anything, is your energetic state. Andy, do you want to add anything to that?
That sounds like you covered it all.
Well, you know what? Maybe we should talk about energetic states so people really fully understand it.
Yeah.
Because they adopt their states of being as a self-identity, and it's a huge problem in the world. So what do I mean by that, guys? I mean, like, look, you take an experience and the feeling of that experience, and then you adopt it as it's a part of you. That's the biggest problem with storing it within you, is you now claim it as a label. So what do I mean? Well, you get anxious once, and then all of a sudden, oh, I'm an anxious person. And you're commanding that reaction to be. Yep. It's a distortion of your highest potential. Any of those thoughts. And they'll pull you out of your frequency if you choose to embody them.
Definitely.
Andy, go ahead. You can jump on here and talk.
I was just listening. Well, I could say that, I've been through a lot. I've been abused. I've abused in every way. I've been just through a lot. I'm not going to go into detail in this life. But I could do as others do and just think I don't deserve better. But through the help of prayer and self-actualization, realizing I control my own emotions, my own self, I've turned everything that I've went through into lessons, into let's turn the hate that I've received and give it out as love. You have to transmute any negative emotions that you have received and think to yourself, do I want other people to feel the way I felt when that was happening to me? Or do I want to maybe help somebody who's been going through the same things I've went through and show them that love can come from it? Like now I'm married to a man that loves me with all of his heart. When I met him, I already had 5 kids that I had given birth to and an extra child that has called me mom from the time he was 9. So he married a woman who'd already had basically 6 children and showed me that, yes, you're worthy of love. You're worthy of not being abused. You're worthy of someone loving your children the way they need to be loved. You are worthy. Your children are worthy. They don't deserve to be treated any other way. And then after we got married, we got 4 more children. So, I see it now. I didn't used to because of the abuse. I see it now that we are basically raising our children to transmute all the hate of the world and put it out as love. We don't want anybody to feel like they're hated or feel like they're not worthy or feel like they can't, be their best selves. We want them to feel like they're loved, to know they're worthy, to know that if someone is not treating you the way you deserve to be treated, you need to walk away and love yourself before you can love anyone else.
That is amazingly said. You see, this is why I love having you here with me and love the connection that we've made. Andy, I am forever eternally grateful. Seriously.
And I'm grateful for you because I wouldn't know how to get all this out. I mean, yeah, I'm writing books and I'm doing other things, but it's not getting out into the world, into the internet. It's not. It's not getting the attention it needs. Huh?
Well, it will in a moment because
Hard.
we're going to get you published and out there.
Right.
We are definitely going to get you published, even if it's self-published and out there, because your book has to be out there with
Exactly.
our upcoming book that we are going to co-author together.
Yes, that I've already started.
Woo!
I've already started. And my daughter would like to say, don't forget about your +3 children. And I was like, yes, +3.
Yes, that's amazing that she jumped in there.
Right. Well,
That's amazing.
she is my husband's daughter. And we have her and her two little sisters that are not blood related, but they will have our last name soon. And they wanted to change their whole names, so they won't be known as what they were known as. They want to start a whole new life and realize that they are worthy. They are loved. They can do anything. So, yeah, she's pretty excited about that. And so am I.
Well, I'm excited for you all also because I
You're
think that is
excited.
amazing. And you know what? I hate to be the one to say it, but I know what it's like to not feel loved or accepted or approved of or not feel worthy and, be told all kinds of things and brainwashed to a way that you just create a life that is just destructive for yourself. And then you don't understand why you're stuck in these cycles of disaster all the time. And that's what I had to do.
Yeah.
When I was to the point where I knew my heart was great, I knew I had a great heart. And I knew that I was a loving person. And I knew that what people were saying and doing to me was a contradiction to what I was feeling in my heart.
Right.
And I know what that feels like. And, after being mastered now and actually healing myself time and time and time again, I want people to know exactly what's possible for themselves.
Right.
Operating from the highest potential. Oh, hi, Oreo.
Don't forget the
Ain't the
glass.
big puppy coming to give mama kisses.
Yes. She's like, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
Oh, I love Oreo.
Okay.
What a beautiful dog.
Thank you. She's flipping huge and she's not even done growing yet.
Well, that's awesome. Every time I see a picture or when I see her beside you, it lightens me up. I love dogs.
Yeah.
I have
I
my
do
dog
too.
with me all the time. That's who I live with. I live with my dog. It's me and my dog. My kids are grown, gone. I have grandkids now. I'm a
Yeah.
young grandmother because I was 19 when I had my first child.
So was I.
Oh, wow. Look at that. So it doesn't matter what you've lived in life. And we have felt the hell of what life can be to its totality.
Yes.
Earth angels are meant to walk the hardest of lives, be abused the word. Like we carry pain, suffering, shame, blame, guilt, denial until we transmute it. And the transmuting it, changing it is walking Jacob's ladder, is
Mm-hmm.
elevating your frequency no matter what the density is of the planet.
Yep.
It's a big mission for us to be doing this. And you know what? Talking about that, I got to say how grateful I am that tomorrow is the biggest shift in humanity.
Yes.
I can't wait. This earth is going to be zapped with a wave of healing that is going to raise the frequency of everybody. Oh, I'm excited to have loving individuals again in the world, eh?
Yes. Definitely.
Because
I'm taking my kids out of school early tomorrow.
Nice. Well, I noticed that there's a lot of places that don't have school, even here in Montreal, because of the whatever. You know what? Everybody's in panic. I'm not scared.
Mm-mm.
I am excited. I can't wait. I am like, yes, 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 yes. Love operations are coming back, and I will be the ambassador of that. Oh, I can't wait. You know why? Because we know what it feels like to feel unloved, and it's a terrible feeling.
Yes.
And we know what it feels like to be blaming ourselves and shaming ourselves and not clear about who we are. We've lived that all.
Right.
And that's why we're here to help anybody else that are feeling the same.
Yep. With
You know, I've been through
depression,
the anxiety, the
anxiety. Yeah.
depression. Yeah. I walked the drug addiction. I've been abused. I've been raped. Listen, anything, it's happened.
Right.
But it is non-existent in my today. It doesn't
Exactly.
exist anymore. It was merely an experience to be chalked up in my soul as wisdom and keep it moving.
Right.
And I encourage everybody to do the same because it is very possible. But you got to transmute those emotional storages of these experiences that you have.
Yep.
You know, because if you don't, you stay stuck with them. And that's what makes you sick.
It is.
But I don't think people realize that. You know?
Yep.
And while we're here to help you all, anybody who doesn't feel great and they don't feel like they're living their best life or their best self, and they know that they want more for themselves primarily, and they want more out of life, well, you got to reach out.
Exactly.
You know, we're here to help, but I can't want something for you more than you want it for yourself.
Right. And you can't sit and be quiet and expect to get help.
No, you can't wish it away. You got to take inspired actions to make sure things get done in your life.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, look at the difference in the highest potential, what you were born in. And when you were learning to roll over or crawl or walk, you were not thinking about it.
No,
you were
you just
not
did
restricted.
You
So
just did it.
you just did it. It's when the thoughts start playing into play. Why do these thoughts? Well, because then we start to get conditioned as children. Think about it. Think about it. We start getting told, no, don't act like that. No, don't act like that. So automatically we start feeling like there's something wrong with us.
Right.
And then we spend the rest of our life trying to figure what is wrong with us. But wrong with us? It's initially how we were treated that was wrong with us.
Right.
And it happens to every single person.
There are some habits that, say, if you foster children or adopt children, there are some habits that you need to step in and you need to say, hey, you don't need to act like that. You don't need to do that to people. You don't need to tear up things that people have bought for you. You need to be gentle. You need to do this. There are some instances where you have children that you didn't raise and they don't know how to love. They don't know how to show love to their siblings. They don't know how to show love to their, I don't know, to their toys, to their anything because they weren't shown how to love.
Exactly.
In those instances, I always tell people, if you want to foster children, you have to be able to deal with other grown-ups' issues because they've been placed on that child, and that's why that child is with you and not them. You have to be able to calm yourself without going off the deep end, which I've had. Still, I have to walk away. But there are instances where you have to step in and you have to say, we don't act like that. That's not showing love. Especially if you get a young child, there's so much love in there, but they haven't been taught to express it correctly. So they act out hatefully because that's what they've seen. And in teenagers, they've spent their whole lives not knowing how to feel love, how to show love, how to take care of themselves, how to take care of other things. You have to step in and show from example or tell them, hey, no, you can't, this is not the way to act. Now, if they was just acting like crazy kids bouncing off the walls, yeah, I tell them to stop breaking my stuff. But then I tell them, go outside. You can run around like crazies outside all you want. Or I'll take them to the park. Go do that. Go ahead. Get out your energy. Whatever. Don't do it in my house. Don't want you to hurt yourself. Because my walls and my floor, they're concrete. I got, wood floors, but there's concrete under it. The walls are gypsum board. They're not going to give. So, yeah, you have to teach them where they can act, where they want to act, and how to act in a loving way. But if you have your child from birth, it's easier. But if you get a foster child, Matthew, come in. If you get a foster child, they haven't been taught how to love.
Actually, what happens too is like I know exactly what you're talking about because I lived it.
Right.
What I grew up in, I witnessed and observed that, okay, always yelling and fighting, always aggressive, always things being thrown at each other. The abuse in the house was rampant, like it was a normal thing.
Right.
Being sexually abused at 4 years old by a man. Guess what? I was taught that that's just something you were meant to accept.
Yeah.
Okay. So later on in my life, I created these same patterns. How did I become aware of them? I had to take a look at myself going, why am I doing the same thing that my parents did?
Right. Right. You have to change. If you were raised that way, you have to change. Yeah. Like you can't repeat bad behaviors that you saw growing up. If somebody doesn't save you, right?
But I did.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If somebody doesn't save you from the abuse, you have to save yourself. And that sucks, but you have to do it yourself.
Yeah. And I'm so proud that I have turned it all around.
I'm proud
and I won't give this up and my state of being and my
Willow. Sorry.
I won't give up my state of being, my highest potential state that I embody out of universal love. I will not shift that or go of a lower frequency for anything or anybody on the planet at this point.
Right.
Literally, it's been able to heal me. Why would I not want to be in this state? We don't need self-regulation from this kind of state of being. And this is why I encourage all of the listeners and everybody who has a chance to see these to reach out to me.
Right.
Because I'll tell you, working with me is unlike any program that you've spent thousands of dollars on. Yep. Working with me is a brain shift.
Yes.
An impactful, very impactful effects you'll feel right away. Actually, Andy, you know what? I want to ask you something. We spoke about it, but how did you like Turning Hell into Heaven, my first book?
Oh my goodness. I've been through a lot in my life, but as a child going through what you went through and you're still you're a positive person now. Really? Really?
Yeah.
Hey, tell them dogs to hush.
This is the living proof that if love fuels us, it doesn't matter what we live, we can get back to love.
Right. Exactly.
So you enjoyed the book? Tell the audience about the book.
Oh my goodness. The book shows you how you can overcome, how you can turn your personal hell into heaven, how you can show others to turn their hell into heaven, how to love yourself, how to love others the proper way, how to center yourself. And I love the thing at the end. What's that called? The questionnaire thing?
Oh, the self-reflection.
Yes, self-reflection. It has a self-reflection section, and it really opens your eyes to what you're feeling. Now, for mine, I put what I felt in the past and how I feel now because everything that Toby wrote about, I personally, I did it too. The meditation, the transmuting. I didn't know what it was called, but I automatically did it. So in mine, I wrote, don't forget the glasses. For with mine, I wrote how I felt, how I did this, how I did that before I figured out how to transmute, how to go out there and talk, please, how to turn hate into love, how to, turn everything around. I wrote before and after, before and after. This is what I did then. This is what I do now. I see how it changed. I feel how it changed. Now, I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not saying I have everything figured out. But when things arise, I know how to try to figure it out. I know
I
how to
love
work
that.
through it. I know how to try this and then, oh, that didn't work. Okay, let's try this. Okay, yeah, that one worked. All right, cool. But you just have to find what works for you. And Toby and I can help you find what works for you. And if you try certain things, thank you, and they don't work for you, and you tried everything that we have tried and they don't work for you, guess what? We are going to try to find anything we can and everything we can to help you feel like your best you and to help
Definitely.
you transmute all the hate, all the depression, anxiety, um, self hatred, because I've felt that. Um, Everything bad will help you to transmute, will help you to turn it into loving yourself so you can transmute the love to love others and show them how to love themselves. We're not here to make a big bunch of money. We're not here to rob you blind. We're not here to sell anything. We just want to help heal the world. That's what Toby and I are here for, to help heal the world. Yeah, we had to go through some crap to figure out that we can.
Oh boy, did we ever.
Right,
I love it.
right.
Yes,
Like
Andy, I love it. We
we
each
had
have
to,
gone through our unique hells.
right, we had to be put through it to show others that you can see the other side of it and you can reach the other side of it.
For sure,
I
because we're
died.
living examples.
I died. Toby's died.
Literally, not just
Literally.
ego deaths,
Flatline. Gone.
but we're back to
Yeah,
service the world with the universal love that's fueling us to do it.
exactly. We're not done yet. We couldn't leave yet.
We've only just begun.
Right?
I love it. And this is what I talk about, guys, about frequencies. Why can Andy and I jive like this together? And it's like, you know that Andy and I only made a connection recently through Anka
Yeah.
recently, but I feel like I've known Andy all my life. It's like the other day we got on the phone and we were ready. We were wearing the same shirt,
Yeah.
except mine had lines and hers was a flush color.
Yeah.
And we
We
don't live
didn't
anywhere
talk to
near
each
each other.
other before then. Yeah,
You
we
know, this
lived.
is what about frequency I talk about. If you, as much as you like somebody, they are as good to you as their state of being.
Right.
See? So, how are we good to each other? Andy and I, we're on the same frequency, the
Yep.
same energetic frequency by choice.
Yeah.
We consciously create our state. When we feel any other way, we quickly restabilize.
Yeah. So rein it back in.
Yeah. Like, we restabilize. If you allow your thoughts to just constantly be producing feelings in your body without taking control of it, it is a distortion to the way your body's supposed to work naturally.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're not supposed to be going through life thinking about anything. We're supposed to be going through life feeling everything. The only thing you're supposed to think about is what you want from your heart's desires, and then you will it from your solar plexus into your brain, and then the brain's job is to make it real for you.
Yeah.
So every idea and thought that you're allowing to run through your brain's job is to make that thought real for you.
Yeah. That's
why
okay.
you feel the effects of it.
Yeah.
And your thoughts are running on repeat on a pattern unless you've corrected that.
Right. The brain's job is to keep the body working, keep the body, the heart, the lungs, the blood flow, the emotions of everything, and to read what your heart tells it to read.
Yes. And your heart really reads the only one true emotion, which is what we hit it, we feel it, and then we cry. Yeah. You know that. I'm glad you brought that up, because you know something, guys. In the book, Turning Hell into Heaven, I talk about the fact that emotions are man-made, because we've been conditioned to believe that there's all these names attached to these emotions, and it's all lies. Right. There's nobody else that can tell you what you're feeling, but we have been conditioned to put a label on what we're feeling according to what our parents labeled it as. Right. So you could have been super frustrated as a kid, but your parents were telling you that you were angry. So you've labeled being frustrated as angry.
Yeah.
You could be heartfully ashamed of something, and you were told as a child that was a different labeled emotion, and you've identified that with that since.
Yep.
That's why I tell people you got to sit with what you're feeling and identify it for yourself, because they talk about, well, I'm this and I'm that, and all of these emotional reactions, but they're not even real reactions.
No, it's misunderstanding.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that, we get a chance to enlighten people.
Yeah.
Because these emotions that people choose to have and own as their own, like their name, they walk around with their states of being as if it's their name. It's their self-identity. Because I've said to them, well, tell me who you are. Well, I'm so-and-so, but I'm anxious and I'm depressed and I'm this and I'm that. I'm like, how are all of these states of being, how can you attach them to your name? They're not your identity. They're things you're going through, reactions that you're feeling to learn from.
Yep.
I'm really grateful that you read the book. I'm really grateful that you enjoyed it. And I'm really grateful that you did the self-reflection exercises. Do you think they're impactful for everybody?
Yes. I believe it will make people realize, hey, what? This is how I feel now. Maybe I do need meditation. Maybe I do need to learn a few things. Maybe I do need to show the things that I've never been shown. Maybe I do need help. How do I do it myself? Well, you don't have to. There are people to help. You just have to know who to ask and where to go.
Yes, very much so. Well, now you guys know that Toby and Andy are here to help you all. And how are we going to help you all? Alpha E-Mind Mastery, empowering your emotional mastery. That's how we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Because once you realize that it's your emotions that are controlling you, you're going to want to master them. Well, I can show you how to rid yourself of emotional reactions and stay in a state of love for yourself and for your experience.
Yes.
And Andy can show you too. That's why we're out here tag teaming y'all now.
Exactly.
For more of an impact, because the amount of love that we can bring united is a greater force of love to service the world with than just me alone.
Yeah.
And I'm super grateful because Andy's of the same frequency. And she totally understands, and she's enlightened me to many, many, many things. I have learned so much from her. So much. And I'm eternally grateful for it, actually. I couldn't be more grateful, really,
Um,
especially at this time in my life.
yeah, I'm grateful that we connected and that we have such a connection, that we feel like we were, I don't know, raised together, like we've known each other our whole lives.
Yeah, and it's crazy, but I love it.
Yes,
But this is
exactly.
why I tell people, don't worry, you'll find your tribe. When you are at the frequency of your highest potential, which you should be, you will attract those meant to be in your circle of that frequency.
Hmm.
Because as long as you're feeling shameful, blameful, guilty, you're denying yourself of the love that's fueling you, you're judging yourself, you're judging everybody else, you can't frequent at my level of vibration or
No,
Andy's, but we
no,
can show you how to do it.
yep,
And we can show you how to restabilize every time you do feel something coming on.
yeah. And you will feel it.
Yes, because also, too, Andy and I are both empowered empaths, which is we feel energy, we can manipulate energy, and we transmute energy.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter what your mouth is telling us, your energy will tell us everything.
Yep. I go to the gym 6 days out of the week. I have to shut myself off from everybody because I feel so much self hatred. Most of the people that are at the gym hate what they look like, hate how they feel. They, oh, they need to go to the gym, but I don't want to. I hate this. And I can feel all of it when I walk in the door. I don't like that feeling. I can't control that feeling. So I
Yeah.
play music that keeps me motivated, keeps me loving myself, keeps me transmuting the love, hoping that it's transmuted enough. Others can feel it. And then sometimes I'll slide an earbud off and I'll pay attention around me and I'll look where I feel emotion. And if it is the same person I felt hatred coming from, self hatred coming from, and it doesn't feel the same, I know that I've done what I was trying to do. Like when I walk in the door, I can feel the self hatred coming from different directions. Not everybody, mostly everybody hates themselves, but there are a lot of people who hate the way they look so bad, so much. Like I used to. I started to love myself and I just started to shed weight. You know, I started to enjoy doing stuff that made me feel good. Started to enjoy going to the gym. Now, do I eat right? No, I'm supposed to, but oh well. I don't care. It tastes good. I'm gonna eat it. But
Yeah, but you have a coach. You don't just go to the gym.
right, I
So,
have a
Andy,
coach.
could you please tell them, show them even at your level of frequency what you do as steps to ensure the goals that you want in the gym?
Well, if I did a little experiment. I was with my coach. I've been with him since December 10th. And since then, I've lost 25 pounds. Um, I did a little experiment over the Easter weekend. I ignored all of the diet and exercise, every piece of it, because I just wanted to see if that's really working, if that's why I'm losing weight, if I'm me mentally sticking to what I need to stick to. I gained 3 pounds over the weekend.
No, it's the shift. You know what? Gaining 3 pounds, though, it could be muscle.
No, I didn't do anything.
Oh,
I
you
didn't
see.
do a thing. I didn't work out. I mean, I went for a walk, a couple times, but I didn't work out. I didn't eat right. I didn't like I only ate like once a day on those 3 days,
Okay.
and my body started going into starvation mode again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and that's when it stores everything, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. So it stored 3 pounds for me. So my coach, my fitness coach, if he wasn't doing his job, he wouldn't be my coach anymore. But he changes things when it needs to change. He increases my workouts when I feel like I've plateaued, which I have obviously. So he changed my workouts on the first, and we'll see how that works. Um, he changes my food. He says, "Hey, are you tired of this? Are you tired of this meal? Are you tired? Let me know if I need to change something. I'll change it." That's what a good coach does. That's what a person who really wants to help you does. I say, well, that's not helping. Can we try something else? If they say, oh, just keep trying it, it'll help, keep trying. No, it won't help if I keep trying the same thing. That is the literal definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting the outcome to change. It's not gonna.
Sure.
So,
And you know what? It's good to have, it's good to have the expertise, right?
yes, very
I
good
put
to
it
have.
down there. Yes, Earth Angels use coaches too. Because if there
Absolutely.
is learning to be acquired, we seek it out.
Yes, yes.
Okay, as Andy's just said, she wants better fitness results. She wants to feel better. She wants to move better. She wants to lose the weight. Well, she's in the gym doing that with a coach.
Yes.
Inspired actions towards any goal. You can't sit there and wish for it.
No, you got to act on it.
Yeah,
And if you can't do it by yourself, you need to find somebody who can help you act on it.
that's right.
Like my coach sets up a plan, a meal prep, or not meal prep. I cook every day, but a meal plan, a workout plan. And, I told him at the beginning, I said, I'm not in a gym. It was close to Christmas. I didn't have the money for a gym. So I said, I don't have a gym membership. He said, well, do you have these things? Like home workout, stretch cables, stuff like that. I said, yeah, I've got those. He said, that's all you need. I'll set you up with a home workout. I said, okay, cool. And so I started losing weight that way. And then I texted him one day. I said, I'm going to join gym. Can you switch my workouts for there? He said, which gym? And I told him, he said, I know their machines. I will switch your workouts. I was like,
That's amazing. I'm happy to hear because you know what? Since I had my heart attack 2 years ago, I've been waiting for the doctor to tell me that I'm good to go to the boxing class. I went to a boxing class here on the street and I'm really interested in the kickboxing class. I just love it. I like that kind of roughhouse stuff. But I was told when I went to my last doctor's appointment, I'm not allowed to be in that kind of situation yet because my heart may not be able to handle it.
right.
So I was like, yeah, okay. Right. If she only knew that I was carrying 20-kilo bags of dog food upstairs. You know what I mean? On my shoulder, going, all right, well, hard. If you're going to pop, go for it. And every time I put that bag of dog food on my shoulder and walked, I could take more steps every time I did it with that dog food.
Yeah. Well, hey, they say a body in motion stays in motion. A body at rest stays at rest. It's true.
Well, if you rest up.
Right. If you rest, you're resting because you're tired. Just laying around in the bed or on the couch all day is not because you're tired all day, every day.
And you know what's crazy is even with my heart, that doesn't stop me, eh? Because she tells me I shouldn't be in the gym because of the strenuous, because of the lifting. I'm like, but hey, this morning I walked maybe 5 clicks with my dog down by the water. I found an outside gym that I could use, just do steps and do whatever, just to keep like, I don't care what the doctors say. I never did anyway. They told me I was going to die how many times?
Right.
You think they're going to tell me I can't get fit or healthy again? No way. I'm
And
operating at my highest potential. So I want my
exactly.
body to be operating at its highest potential.
Exactly. And there are workouts you can do with your own body weight. You don't need weights.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, listen, me walking around and me walking the way that I do with the dog I've already surpassed my regular walk, adding a little bit on, little bit on, little bit on. And then when I started walking down to the water with her, now when I go to make the corner, she wants to go straight to the water.
Of course.
So she pushes me to do it. Like this morning, we spent a really nice walk along the water and it was calming. And so now I am going to implement in even my routine because even my eating habits, I've changed my total eating habits because
Yeah.
I see how the body's changing by my healthy habits installed. So I want it to get healthier and stronger by intention alone every day. So I'm
Right.
going to add on a little bit, add on a little bit, add on a little bit. But look out, world, because we'll be two hot earth angels in a minute flying over you all.
Hell yeah.
But you know what? Don't do it for the look, people, and
No.
don't do it to get attention. Don't do
Mm-mm.
it to get accepted or approved of. Do it
No.
because you want to feel better.
Approve of yourself enough to allow yourself to feel better.
Exactly.
You're not doing it just so everybody will look at you. Well, who cares?
Yeah,
Who
exactly.
cares? They look at you when you're chunky, and then they look at you when you're thin. So who cares?
And you know what? I got to jump in there a second while you just said that and reiterate something on you. I need to tell all the ladies of the world to stop body shaming yourself.
Yes, I've done it. Yes, stop.
Okay. I used to do that too. But I'll tell you, I love myself to a magnitude today that, listen, if you don't like what you see, don't look
Right,
because I love me
right.
no matter what it is. This body has gotten me through it all. Stop shaming yourselves, ladies.
Yep.
And don't let your men or anybody who says they love you to be shaming you either,
No.
because that's a big factor too. And that's called abuse.
Yes. Don't mentally abuse yourself. Like
Yeah.
it's very hard to stop. Very hard. But once you stop hating yourself, hating what you look like, hating your image in the mirror. Yeah, every now and then I look in the mirror, I'm like, really? But then I'm like, stop. It used to be worse. Come on. It's a mindset. You've got to just keep going. Be happy.
I remember what it feels like to hate myself
Yeah.
and hate everybody in the world and hate my experience and hate my family and hate that I had to live everything that I had to live. I am so grateful that I'm not sitting in that state today, that I can actually say that I love every single thing I've ever lived, even down to the last relationship I had.
Hmm.
Hey, I love everything about my learning. How could I not? It has made me who I am today. And
Right.
every person, place, thing, interaction is very relevant.
Absolutely.
I
Everything
love
happens
everything
for a
about it.
reason.
Yeah, you're right.
Everything.
There's no coincidence in life.
Mm-mm.
And we have to learn it all to transmute it all. And what the problem is people stay stuck in the feelings of their experience
Right.
instead of working through it or sitting with it genuinely. How do I feel? Or you avoid it. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I'm feeling like this. And I just don't want to voice anything because I don't want to be judged. I don't want to be, not loved.
Or or if they voice it, they think, well, it comes true.
Yeah. But you see, that's the thing. When people think things about what's to come, and then they say, oh, yeah, well, I knew it was going to happen. No, you created it to happen by thought alone.
Yeah. Just because you speak it doesn't mean that you didn't, that you didn't create it yourself.
Yeah, you did by
You,
thought alone.
yeah, it's been in here the whole time.
Yeah,
Your mind wasn't listening to your heart.
exactly.
Your mind was thinking about things that's happened prior, things you were taught to think.
Yes, very
Like
much.
My ex-husband, every time he saw someone that was a little overweight, oh God, she's fat. I hope you never get fat.
That must have been hard.
Yeah, a little bit. Of course, I was skinny when I was with him because all the stress, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot of things, a lot of reasons why I was just like skin and bones. My parents were scared for me. My grandparents were scared for me. My grandpa was afraid to come over because he didn't want to kill my ex-husband in front of me or my little sister. And that's a whole nother thing. We'll get into it another time.
Well, there you guys go. You better come out and listen to us again. We've almost been out here for an hour, so we're going to wrap it up. We've been out here with you guys for 50 minutes. I'm going to let Andy take the floor, and then I'll wrap it up with you guys before I shut down the live. But I really hope that we have been of service to you and just enlightened your hearts just a little bit. Andy,
Yes.
I'll give you the floor for the next 5.
Here's food for thought. I hope everyone watching will love themselves enough to reach out to us. A little bit of self-love, just a little bit. That's all it takes. Just a little bit of, I wonder if I could feel better. Oh, this depression. I'll never get better. Yeah, you will. Oh, this anxiety. What if someone sees me? What if everyone on there can see me? Oh, what if I show up and they pull me on the camera? Oh, no, I can't. I can't. Please love yourself enough to just show up. We won't bring anybody on camera unexpected. We won't call anybody out. If you comment during the live, just listen. We'll answer. We're not going to say your name. We're not going to say your name. Because I don't want somebody to have that anxiety of, oh, they're going to call me out. I better not answer. I better not ask this question. I don't want them to call me out. If you're actively watching our lives, you'll know who we're talking to. You'll know we're talking to you. And if you want something in private, Tubby or I can arrange that so that you don't have to type it out for everybody to read. Just love yourself enough to show up.
Yes. But I'll tell you guys something. If you took the time, literally, to read my book, well, guess what? You would understand that you have nothing to be ashamed of.
Nothing.
Because there is nothing in this world that you have lived that I haven't lived already myself, or that Andy hasn't lived.
Yep.
Actually, we don't learn how to correct these states from just a program that we enrolled in. No, this is experience from a walk of life and having to come back from death.
Yes.
The expertise that we offer is not certified by any institute. We are certified by the Most High.
Absolutely.
Therefore, we can help anybody. Mm-hmm. Spend a little time with us and you don't even have to open your mouth. We will be able to tell you what's wrong with you just by your energy.
Yeah.
Facts. And we're here to help you. We're not here to shame you. We're not here to blame you. We're not here to judge you. But I'm telling you something right now. I am not here to hear excuses, to comfort your chaos, your comfort in the constant of zero change. I'm not into that.
Mm-mm.
What I would like to do is illuminate your path to your highest potential of your being and nothing but. And I'm not here to Mickey Mouse around it.
No.
Either.
Not. Mm-mm.
But,
we'll get straight to it. We won't tenderfoot around it or nothing like that. We'll get straight to it. We won't sugarcoat anything. I've never sugarcoated anything in my entire life to my kids. Never. When I was with my ex-husband, both of my ex-husbands, yeah, I kept my mouth shut because of fear. But I will not sugarcoat anything. If it comes out of my mouth, it's going to come out blunt and to the point. Some people hate me for it, but I don't care. It's just me.
Well, if you guys want immediate change, Andy, actually, you know what? Before I take the floor to close it up, I put down on there saying, guys, reach out to Toby and Andy for immediate impact in your life. Because we're not interested in giving you a little bit of change.
No.
We're interested in getting you functioning from your highest potential of your being without any distorted thoughts that are making you sick or making you feel like you're not enough or you're not capable or you can't do it.
Right.
If I can do everything that I've done after hating myself so bad it drove me to death how many times, and to sit out here with you all and tell you all that I'm operating from the highest potential of the universal love that gives me this life experience, well, I would love to help you do the same for yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. We're here to do that. And, I'm not about wanting your mailing list or your anything or selling you anything or no, I'm interested in impacting your life. And Andy and I will be launching weekly webinars. I'll tell you guys all now actually, do you want to say anything else before I wrap it up with the announcement of the webinars and our show tomorrow, and I'll wrap it up to close her up?
Well, I just want to tell you that we're not going to chase after you. We are not going to say, hey, why didn't I see you at the live? Why didn't I see you here? Why don't you message me? No, you have to initiate. You have to, like I said, love yourself enough to show up. We'll help whoever asks. We can feel that you need assistance. You need to learn how to love yourself. We can feel that, but we're not going to call you out. You have to ask. You have to show up.
Big time. Andy, I'm so grateful that you hopped on here with me today. And I'd like to invite everybody, all the listeners, to our United Earth Angels series every Monday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Andy and I will be out here with a different topic every week on our Mondays for some Earth Angel vibes, United Earth Angel vibes for you all in our new series that'll air every week. And also, too, I would love to do another shout out to Montreal's best Soca Sound at CFQR 600 AM daily from 9 to 11 p.m. Guys, you got to check that out. Allow your soul to sing while you're listening to some soca. Oh, yeah. So I had to promote that to y'all because I think that this is absolutely amazing. I just found out about it. So, hey, any great news should be flooded to the world.
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm sharing it with y'all. Montreal's best soca sound daily. CFQR 600 AM daily from 9 to 11 p.m. Guys, check that stuff out. It'll rock your heart and it'll make your soul sing. Encourage you all to get out there and do it. Look, and if you haven't yet, what I would suggest for all of you is to go and get a copy of Turning Hell into Heaven. Because
absolutely,
I've had a lot of feedback about it. And I'm getting great feedback about it. And come on, Andy's saying it's a must read.
Yes, absolutely. And it's not a novel. It's not something that'll take you months to read and understand. And I got through it literally. I have 7 children still at home. I literally got through it in 2.5 nights.
See, that's what people don't realize. My books are not long. I don't need to write a 300-page book to pack a punch in 100 pages. So is it clear? And is it, my daughter told me that when she read my first book, Turning Hell into Heaven, she said, Mom, it's like you're talking to me. I
Actually,
hear
yeah.
your voice.
Actually, yeah. Yeah.
So when you're reading that book, you can actually hear me, pretty much,
Yes.
because it's my vibe. You see, this is why I couldn't have it published, eh? Do you know that I was offered book deals for these books and I denied them? I had a book deal offered to me in the UK.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to take it, according to my boss. And I had another book deal that was offered to me from New York, and I wasn't allowed to take it after I channeled, what do I do? And I was told, oh, no, no, no. Nobody steps or can own my work. I said, okay.
And I'm also writing books on parenting.
And they will be out published for you all very soon. And we will be announcing those tomorrow on our United Earth Angel series. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. We had a lot of fun with you out here. I know I did. Andy, did you have fun out here?
Yes, I did.
I'm really glad that we came out here and we did this all for you. And you know what? This isn't for us. This is for you.
Yeah.
We have done the work.
Mm-hmm.
We're just encouraging you to do the work. Why? Because it feels so good when you do it.
Yeah.
It may be hard to get through it initially.
It's freeing.
But it's freeing. It's freeing from the restrictions and the limitations and the boundaries and the lower density vibrations that you don't want to contain in your body because it'll make you sick.
Yeah.
Factually. So, guys, we got a lot of upcoming webinars we're going to do. We're going to pull one off once a week. I've decided not to launch one this week because we are going to be preparing them. So when they're launched, we will have a menu of our events, webinars planned for the next 3 months so that you guys can easily access our webinars. But this is how we're doing it. Zero selling in these webinars. When you come to learn from when the minute doors open to the minute doors close.
Yep.
You must purchase your ticket, which will not be of high cost, but you will purchase your ticket entrance with a zero refund policy. In other words, if you don't show up, well, you've lost your investment in yourself because we are there already, even coming out here free and investing in you all already.
Yeah.
So once a week, we'll be launching webinars, and they won't start this week, but the following week they will. But we will be out here every night, Monday night, 6 p.m. Eastern
Our
Standard
first
Time.
one will be on April 15th. That will be the first Monday. Are we going to do the webinars Monday?
No, we're going to do the Angel Series Monday, but
Okay.
the aired webinars where people have to come and join us will not be broadcasted live. They won't be broadcasted. It's you come and join us or you don't, but then you swim or sink.
Right.
Because literally we're your lifeboat if you're drowning right now.
Yeah.
Factually.
We'll help you up on the boat. Then we'll teach you how to have your own.
Yes, exactly. We'll teach you how to build your boat and to stay afloat in it.
Yep.
Literally. And paddle from your highest potential.
Absolutely.
Okay, guys, I'm really grateful that you guys came out and spent this time with us. Your time and your energy is the biggest currency that you have on this planet. And this is why you must understand the state of energy that you embody and what you're projecting and the give and take that you're having in this reality. Mm-hmm. I encourage you guys all to come out again and listen to us tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. And in the meantime, if you need help, please reach out. It doesn't matter about business hours. It doesn't matter about anything but the fact that you're in crisis and you need help.
Exactly.
Reach out. We'll figure it out. We'll make the time. Andy, I love being out here with you, and I look forward to doing it again.
Absolutely.
Guys, follow the page, Alpha E-Mind Mastery on Facebook. I've launched the business page, and it's up and running with the logo in the back. I appreciate you all. Anybody who would like to come out and join us to promote the great things that they're doing in their life, I highly encourage you to do it. We would love to have you up here, hear about your business, hear about the great things that you're doing in the world, and show people that, people can push past whatever it is that they have to,
Right.
no matter who you are. And we're also looking forward to all of the great things that we're going to have to offer you very, very shortly. But what we have right now to offer you is our time and our love that is fueled by the
Absolutely.
universe.
Absolutely.
All right. Love you all.